Atheist activism is important, and the time I spent in college is a testament to that fact. I often refer to my college days as wasted time, but not in the educational sense. I studied, I got my education, I hold my diploma. That isn't the wasted time I refer to. Basically, it was my social life, or lack thereof, that makes me think that my college years were wasted. Education is important, but that's only one aspect of college. Learning to deal with others, enjoying time out with friends, taking advantage of a time of increased freedom and decreased responsibility to find out who you really are. These are important, and while I can't say I did none of that, I missed out on so many opportunities. For the longest time, I thought it was simply my fault. I wasn't good enough in crowds, or my personality was just too odd and unique, that the type of social group I could flourish in simply didn't exist. Technically, I had a few different social circles. I was in a fraternity. For a while, I was friends with a group in my first dorm, and I even hung out with the local Christian group for a while. I never felt like I was really a part of any of that, though. That if I wasn't entirely on the outside looking in, I was at best on the outskirts looking in. Even though I had graduated college back in 2006, I still felt this way about those years up until recently, when I realized the problem. I just didn't know that I was an atheist. Perhaps more specifically, I didn't know that it would be with atheists that I'd feel most comfortable. You see, it took all of my years of college, plus a little bit beyond that, for me to shake off my religious beliefs. I spent much of that time praying, reading, researching, and trying to find some reason to believe. It wasn't until I found the atheist community on YouTube that I finally gave it all up. As I stopped listening to pastors and started watching a few atheists, it all began to make sense. Too little too late, though. It wasn't until recently when I went over how absolutely happy I felt at the few atheist meetups I've been to that I realized what went wrong in college. That was where my place was, with people who spent their time thinking rather than believing, with people willing to discuss the deeper issues and not run away from them. I went to a big school. I know there was something akin to the Secular Student Alliance there. If they had just a little more funding or a few other members or bulletins or meetings or anything, I may have found my place far sooner when it would have mattered the most. This isn't to blame them. It's not their fault. Instead, this is to inspire others to take my example as a reason to get out there, to speak your mind, to promote atheist and secular ideas and arguments, to reach out to those that may not understand why they can't believe the same things everyone else seems to, and who feel alone because of it. The importance of promoting atheism is in helping those who are alone in a very religious world find their way.